It's nice to meet you, Tilda, and she
Jezebel
points.
says, I'm Jezebel, or you can call me J-Val.
It's nice to meet you.
And they're like, hi, what's up? And so they want you to join and use your powers for good. And so Francis, you hear some of this, like you hear that they're including Molly in their plans somehow, but you don't have a clear idea of what their plans are.
Alrighty. Also,
But you
just
know
tap the
they
table
involve
and say,
Orville.
"Hey, pay attention."
All right, the at least the people that I can control are like, and they stop talking and look back at the teacher. Orville,
Yeah.
what do you do during science class?
Draw animes, because presumably he didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
So he's going to just draw a majestic anime right here.
Alright, Velvet is gonna turn to you, or she's gonna pass you notes during class, and she's gonna be like, hey, Lazarus said you were talking to that Edge guy.
What? He just bumped me in the hall and then told me to bump him, and I did. And
And
I don't know, he's weird.
she's like, you gotta watch out for that guy. Lazarus says he's dangerous.
Okay. I doesn't seem that dangerous, but okay.
Let's
Says all
see.
this very
Hold on,
distractedly as
roll-
he's drawing this anime.
Roll hot to lie to her.
Come on. Holy fuck!
Alright, you successfully lie, and she doesn't think that you're gonna do anything involving Cliff.
No one suspects a thing.
Sexy
No
anime
one suspects
Dasu.
a thing.
Orville
Alright.
is just too sexy for this shit.
So with that, let's go to math. Alright, in math, let's see, Vara and Lowell are sitting in the back, Anaka is sitting in the front in front of Matt. Anaka, as you sit down in front of Matt, seeing as your popular friends are not here, he slips you an envelope.
Oh, wonderful.
You can tell that the envelope is full of money.
Well, then I pocket it and I say, am I going to see you at the party?
And he's like, you know it.
Wonderful. Be sure to bring your friends.
He's the entertainment.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, don't you know? We're gonna be playing.
Right. You know, I've
Hey.
never actually seen... She's, by the way, very friendly, not even a hint of malice throughout this entire conversation.
Alright, and he's like, hey, you know, me and Tim are gonna be there for the band. Tiffany said that you recommended us.
I did. You know, I kind of realized maybe you needed the gig. So, you know, I just put in a good word for you.
Well, yeah, man, a rich girl like Tiffany.
I
So,
think this is me lying, because I don't think I did that.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. You said that, oh yeah, I've heard the Abes are good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you did, like, last time.
Can I roll to take all the credit for it?
And you
Tiffany-
take all the credit. You have it. It is yours.
Aw, I like rolling.
I know, but this game does not have that complicated of a mechanic. It's just, I do this thing and then it happens.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that you have another string on Matt because you recommended the band to Tiffany.
I've got so many strings on Matt. Of all
Yup.
the people in this school, for some reason, I have him on call at all times.
Yeah, you sure do. Alright, so next, Vara and Lowell.
Hey, sister, soul sister. I'm on a roll, sister.
Vara's just sitting in the back singing the whole class.
Are you gonna try to get the rest of the class to sing?
No! Can't I
You should
just
probably
do
try and get them to sing.
things as myself? Can't I just be cool? Do I have to be a sexy teen to be cool?
Yes.
Oh.
What? Just, okay. So you're in math, and it's boring. So
It's
what do you
boring.
do?
I throw a paper airplane at Tim.
All right. The paper airplane hits Tim, and he looks around and looks at you. Looks at Jack. And Jack's like, "It wasn't me."
Vara
And-
looks casual.
And he's like, "What the hell, man?" And he throws the paper airplane on the floor. He crumples it up.
She throws another one.
All right.
She's running out of paper.
It hits him in the hair again because he has a lot of hair, and he's like, "What?" And Jack makes a motion with his thumb, like behind him, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Vara looks casual.
I think you should have to roll to look casual.
Yeah.
What do I roll for casual?
Would it be cold to hold steady?
Steady.
Uh-oh, I'm not very casual.
You try to look casual, but you end up laughing.
But unfortunately, you're still rolling high.
I lean the chair back, trying to look casual, and the chair falls over backwards.
Nice, yes. And Tim looks at you like, "What's your problem?"
Look, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're like leaning forward, and Tim's leaning backward, and Jack is like in between you, and like trying really hard to like move out of the way. It's just being really awkward.
Look, man, Lowell's got my back. I was just taking notes and being studious. I don't know what your problem is. Lowell, what was I doing?
You're just taking notes and being studious.
See,
It's probably Dexter.
And Chevron is gonna pipe up and be like, "She totally threw that plane at you." And
It
he's
was
like,
Dexter. I pointed Dexter.
And Jack is gonna nod, and Tim is like, "Why are you throwing? What do you have a problem with me?"
Look, I don't know what Dexter's problem with you is, but it wasn't me. It was that guy with the glasses and the ears.
So everyone around you is gonna, like, all the NPCs around you are basically gonna say to Tim that it was you.
Oh.
Because you got Chevron, you got Jack, who's already annoyed with you, so they're gonna say it was.
That kid's
Vara.
sideburns look like commas. What does he even know? What? No.
Jack
Wasn't
is like,
me.
"What?" He feels really bad. Tim is like, "Why are you're behaving like a child? What is even your problem?" And he's gonna roll to shut you down.
Aww. I can zoom in so close. Why? What's the point of that?
Oh, wow.
It's
Oh,
like,
God.
"Wow, you're really immature, Vara," and
Whoa!
hits you right in the heart.
You feel like shit.
I am shut down by someone fresh out of a Fish concert. Oh! Your
In the
Grateful
condition,
Dead
the fourth
t-shirt.
condition.
Your Grateful Dead t-shirt hurts me down in my soul.
Alright, Vara, you feel really embarrassed.
I've been shut down by a creepy, gross guy.
Just racking up the conditions today.
I am conditioned. My
It'll
hair
be
is
great
gorgeous.
for this evening.
Yeah.
Alright, what are your conditions again? You've got, so you're embarrassed.
She's
you're...
vampire grounded.
I've
Or
got
vampire
fist-
werewolf grounded.
I've
She's
got,
got-
fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump. Werewolf grounded.
And holy shit, I have to go out with my dad's stupid girlfriend and stupid Fenris tonight.
And
yeah,
then
okay.
embarrassed, I think, is
That's-
the last one. I don't know.
And the last
Yeah.
one was embarrassed, yeah.
I would
Okay,
assume
so
that's
you're
embarrassed.
you're embarrassed and you're afraid of your dad, but you got a fist bump.
But being
And
afraid
you're
of my
werewolf
dad
grounded.
is making me act out a little bit today. Just a
Are you
little
sure
bit.
that's not the pounds of weed you smoked in response?
Good duffel
Alright,
I
bag.
I'm gonna
can't handle
say-
all this stress.
I'm gonna
She
say that
mixes the weed and the glue.
embarrassed and fist bump are gonna cancel each other out.
Oh, I've got to add condition, made money today.
Got paid.
Oh, I leveled.
Got paid.
I'm not going to spend my points till after because I want to be sober and look for the most breaky skill.
Alright.
So I'm saving a level up.
So Lowell, you watch this happen. What else do you do? You know Jack now. He's on the Calvin Ball team.
I'm not really sure what there is I can do. Is be like, no. Don't mind her.
And Jack is just really awkward. Do you do anything during class?
There's really not much to do. Nothing I can think of anyway.
back, Lowell.
I had your back. I said you were paying attention and being studious.
You're a good friend.
I know.
Thanks, Dr. Claw.
Just go back to your nap.
Nappy nap time.
All right.
Oh, I've got something to tell Matt.
What's up?
If he and his friends bring a little money, I might be able to bring something special for the party.
And he says, "Oh, really? Well, see what we can do."
And that's all I have to say to him.
All right. So, with that, class is over. Gather your pogs. It's time to go to electives.
Yes, I'm gonna bring Jello. That's exactly what's special.
Special Jello.
Okay, so what are the electives? Because this is the first elective I've done.
I think it's band
The
or
right
drama.
is theater,
the
left
it's-
is band.
Yep, theater class or band class.
I thought gym too, but we had gym in the middle of the day today.
Yeah, you can also. I mean, it's kind of loose. You can also not go to either of these because you have some other class if you really don't want to go to either one.
I mean, they're not really Vara's. She'd probably go to gym and try to sign up for the track team again. Oops. Shut up! I forgot I had the pencil tool.
Nah, I do it all the time. Don't worry.
We're gonna need another chair for Orville.
He's
It's
gonna
not like an
awkwardly stand.
airplane.
Both of these classes are kind of dumb, so I'd probably just go with Vara and just be all like, "Yo, you've been acting kind of weird today. I mean,
Yo, man, have you tried this shit that weird girl gave us?
you talk it all. You never gave me the chance."
You're supposed to smoke it, not eat it?
And there was like a pound and a half of weed in there, too.
Why are you coming to school high?
Breakfast of champions.
Farah, do you use this opportunity to tell Lowell what's gonna happen to you this evening?
Oh yeah, totally. I fill him in on the load of bullshit and why I am stressing.
That sucks. Yeah, you deserve that pound of weed.
I'm just pre-gaming for
what-
the worst night of my entire
What
life.
are you gonna do?
I'm going to eat my infinite breadsticks, and then we're gonna beat the shit out of that stupid nerd Fenris later.
Okay, what time? Cause my 8 o'clock is kind of booked solid.
Oh, let me check my. I pull out my notebook. Well, let's see. I mean, tomorrow maybe I don't know, around lunchtime, 11:30, 10:45. How's that for you? How's that window?
Make it 10:50 and I should be able to fit it in.
All right. Okay.
All
Good.
right,
We'll
okay.
push his face into his lunch, and then maybe we'll give him a wedgie or put something gross down his pants.
Both.
Yeah,
Okay, you guys discuss this for like 5 more minutes because I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I don't know if we can keep this up for 5 minutes.
I think you can. You could pour chili down his pants right before the wedgie.
Oh, but
I
I
mean-
want it to be cold. I want it to be uncomfortable. I mean,
Ice
chili is.
cubes. Ice
Oh,
cubes.
ice
The
cubes
evidence
might be-
hides itself because it's gonna melt down there.
And then
Well,
it looks like
And
he's
then it's
peed
gonna
his
look like he
pants.
peed his pants.
Well,
Yeah,
if you use
No.
cold chili, then it looks like he pooped his pants, and it's cold, and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
How about-
Okay. Cold
Wait,
chili.
no. I have an idea. How about use frozen chicken broth?
Oh God, where are we gonna get frozen chicken broth? Though? I mean, chili. It's a chili day for lunch tomorrow.
But then he'll have chicken dick.
But if we put hot chili in his pants, then that's kind of comfortable.
What if it's cold chili but spicy? Because
Oh, then it burns your butthole.
Yeah.
It would burn
Well,
his
it's gonna
everything.
burn your butthole either
Then he
way,
gets-
whether you
then
eat
he
it or
gets
not.
Ring of fire.
Just cut to the chase and put a bunch of diced like ghost chilies down his pants.
All right, I'm gonna do some research. I'm going to go to Yahoo Answers and look for best high school pranks again, like I did before.
Yahoo Answers. How do I slap ghost peppers on his dick?
I spelled pranks pants. Damn it.
Alright,
that-
I'm back.
Oh God.
They're gonna
Alright,
pour
so...
chili down Fenris's pants.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Cold
Working on
but spicy, so that it inflammates his butthole.
Oh dear.
These aren't
He's
pranks
gonna have that-
specifically for one person, Grassland.
He's gonna have that ghost pepper dick. It's just gonna burn for days.
Anyway, we
Ghost-
discussed
ghost-
that.
Ghost Pepper Dick was my nickname in high school, by the way.
This is your nickname now, Ghost Pepper Dick.
We discussed that for a little bit as we stroll off. We're gonna do something mean to Fenris tomorrow.
Alright. So in theater class, Mrs. Wardenberg says, Good afternoon, students, and welcome back to theater class. Gharbad, what's an activity that we can do today, since the last one went over so well?
Well, the problem is most of the activities I would think of would take way too much time.
Well, let's say that everyone gets paired up randomly, and we have to give improv skits. So everyone pick the person that they pair with.
Does
Also-
Tiffany immediately latch on to Anaka with a death grip?
Yes.
Or you should go ask Cliff. Go ask Cliff. Go.
Oh. So she's gonna go do that.
And then I'm gonna go pair up with that's Allison, right?
Yeah, and so Tiffany's gonna walk up to Cliff and say, "Hey, Cliff, we should be partners." As soon as Tiffany walks up, Echo is gonna pair up with Velvet.
Welp. Oh man.
Roll to hold steady.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, roll the whole steady.
Orville's gonna do that thing where he just sort of awkwardly looks around the whole room and it seems like everyone's already paired up and he freaks out and just sits back at his desk.
Oh, was that 6?
Yeah.
He's afraid
You
he's
do
gonna
not
have
hold
to...
steady, so you let Tiffany bully you into being her partner.
Oh, my life is hell.
Alright, so Orville is unpartnered. Oh, Melissa is unpartnered. So it looks like Orville and Melissa are together. Melissa's like,
Orville's
whatever.
Orville's just silent.
I know what we could do for the theater thing, because most of the time we didn't actually have a choice as to what we did. So Diane Wardenberg pulls out a hat, and in the hat are slips of paper, and she's going to pull out from that paper 3 random words, and that's what your improv is about.
Alright, so first is gonna be Anaka and Allison. So come out to the middle, and
Anaka does a little curtsy and waves to everybody and smiles.
And Diana's like, alright, Anaka and Allison, your words are... I wish I had the chat open.
Chat, what's the words? Cause
Chat, have chat just post a bunch of random words.
Just post words.
Sizzlers.
just any word that you want. It doesn't matter if it's weird, as long as it's not overtly something that a teacher would not say. Okay, jaguar.
Dongs,
okay, dongs,
no.
obviously. Jaguar, tree, and bees.
Bees.
Okay,
Bees,
jaguar, trees,
tree,
and bees.
jaguar. Yes, okay, that's your skit. So, you do that, and Allison immediately is like, "Rawr! I'm a jaguar, rawr!"
Well, you're usually given like at least a minute to talk over. So we're going to do a piece where Allison is a jaguar that is investigating a tree that's full of bees, and it's going to be entirely done through body and no speech, and it's going to be really impressive as hell.
Alright, let's see, why don't you roll... See, I want to say volatile because it's like a physical act, but also I would think that it would actually be hot because it's like convincing the audience.
Then I will roll hot.
We'll roll
All
both.
right. Yeah, roll both. All right. So in your performance, you're not very convincing as a tree and a jaguar, but it's okay because you're really funny. And then Anaka makes a buzzing sound and chases Allison around the room, and it's very funny, and everybody really enjoys it and claps.
Yay!
Yay!
Anaka bows and
Allison also bows when she
gets
sees
Allison
Anaka
to bows and does that thing where she gestures to the other person. Let's hear it for Allison, kind of thing. She's very much selling Allison.
All right, everybody smiles and laughs.
I just keep envisioning an old campsite called the Bee and the Flower.
Like I said, not overtly sexual.
Well,
And Allison is like,
to be
that was
sexual.
fun.
That's pretty
was fun.
sexual.
All right.
No, one person just
Bees
keeps
and
getting...
flowers are basically plant fucking.
Francis and Molly, you are next. Go out to the middle of the classroom.
Okay, your three words are harpoon, apple, and spelunking.
Hey, I'm the MC.
You said you couldn't see the chat.
Me. I can now. I have it open.
Oh, okay. Then you pick
So
something that's
there.
better than that.
All right, I will. Your words are adhesive, spelunking, and lava lamp.
Oh god. How do you work that? Unless you're using to splunk with a lava lamp that's adhesive to the body.
Roll hot and volatile, and then sell it.
All right, Francis, you're a bad actor, but you're
Francis
pretty.
is just a bad actor.
Yeah, you're good at moving around, but you're not so good at like you're not selling it so much. So you do an interpretive dance. And
What the hell? I got freaking 12.
Oh, yeah, on the other hand, Molly is a fantastic actor, but not good at moving around at all.
Also
So Molly recites, in a sort of like some prose about Francis as he pretends to go into a cave with a lava lamp and that is stuck to his body and explore. And maybe there's like spiders in the cave or something.
We play Splunky.
He does a pretty okay job of miming it out. And then everyone claps awkwardly for you at the end.
Anaka claps enthusiastically.
And you go sit down. You don't completely embarrass yourselves, so you go sit down.
I'll be right back.
Awesome.
All right,
Hooray.
next is Melissa and Orville.
He
Alright.
keeps an awkward distance because she doesn't seem happy to have him around at all.
Okay. Your words are imperialism, baking, and lawyer. And
Orville.
Melissa goes up to Orville and she's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Orville, Orville converses with her for a second. He's like, there's this show. It's really good. It's called Giant Allege. It's about giant robot lawyers. So, and it's in Australia. So I think if maybe they bake the robots, then it works, right?
Okay, how do we do that with
just
acting?
We yell lawyer terms and pretend to be robots. Maybe Orville's really nervous.
Okay, I guess. So Orville, roll hot and roll volatile.
Your two worst stats.
Well, I have -1 to both of those.
And
could succeed at both.
Orville, you do a pretty great job. So Melissa is kind of like awkwardly trying to copy you and not like, but her heart's just not in it. But you do a pretty decent job of portraying a fresh-baked robot lawyer from Australia.
And at the end, he jumps up on a desk and he yells, "Oi, mate! Objection!" And then quietly gets down and goes back to his desk.
The class claps awkwardly.
Doesn't say anything else the rest of the period.
Melissa goes back to her desk and is not next to you at all in any way. Alright. Finally, it's Tiffany and Cliff, or Cliffany.
I stand an
Tiffany
uncomfortable
thinks
distance
of
away.
this. Cliffany, Tiffany is like, oh my god, Cliffany! Doesn't that sound great, Cliff?
Yeah.
Okay, your words are... Let's see... Nanomachines?
Are we sure this isn't the other Nanomachine Ogre Tornado is the name of my new indie band?
That sounds like a wrestling move.
Are we just doing Metal Gear now?
Yup. Alright, so those are your words. So Tiffany comes up to you and goes, oh my god, how are you even gonna do this? Like...
I only know
Do
what
you wanna
nanomachines
be-
are because from the Nightblade series that my dad is in.
Oh yeah! Cliff, how are we gonna do this?
You're gonna do it with Shrekless abandon.
It was nanomachine.
Okay, so
ogre.
we're ogres with nanomachines, and then there's a tornado?
I guess. That sounds like a thing that happened. Yeah, that happened.
Oh, Cliff, she says, why don't you be the tornado, and then you can sweep me away.
Um,
Roll the hold steady!
are you saying you're an ogre?
I guess she is, yeah. Are you saying that as Francis or as Torlon?
Torlon, I don't think Francis
Okay.
would say that.
Because you could, like, yell across the classroom, like, alright, you successfully hold steady. What do you say in response to her?
Not the words I would use, but sure, okay. I just want to get
She's
this over
like-
with.
She's like, okay, and so now roll hot and roll volatile. Oh my god, you're majestic!
Wait, nope. That was not.
Oh, whoops. No,
that was
that's
division.
not. It looks like it just rolled. It rolled. Oh wow, you're still beautiful and majestic. Congratulations, you did it. You just blow everyone away with your acting skills as a tornado. And Tiffany goes rah rah and then pretends to fall over as you gracefully spin around the room like a beautiful anime princess.
Then I scoot back to my seat.
Oh, they're such a
Alright.
cute couple. And Francis would say that.
Orville mumbles just
Okay.
like my Japanese animes.
And everyone claps at how good of an actor you are. And she's like, "Wow, Cliff, you're such a good actor." But before she can even finish her sentence, you're already back at your desk.
Allison. Oh, okay. I was about to say Allison just lurking over Anaka, breathing into her ear.
All right. Great job, everyone. Okay, and it looks like we're almost out of time, so class dismissed. The bell rings and you all leave for the day.
Oh, thank God.
So, now for after school, we have two different things going on, it looks like. We have Vara and Fenris's trip to Outback Steakhouse.
No!
And we also have the secret meeting at the Tipsy Dick, which is going to involve Orville, Cliff, and Molly. And also, next to the Tipsy Dick is where I put the magic shop. So So Francis, you can also go to the magic shop, and we can have y'all be around there as well. But let's see, how is that? What order are we gonna do? So the Tipsy Dick meeting is at 8 p.m. So Outback Steakhouse is probably gonna happen before then.
Ugh, bloomin' onions.
So let's do that first.
I trudge home on time.
Because you're werewolf grounded.
I wave goodbye to my best buddy Lowell, and I say, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna need to hang out a little bit tomorrow, and maybe we can smoke a little, or just, whatever. I'm just gonna need some time away from my parents. This guy.
Orville, what happened to your pog?
I don't know.
Got
Why are there
replaced by
two
a Molly.
mollies? I don't understand fairy magic. I didn't even do anything with it. It's just
Fairy
gone.
magic.